What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. First things first, before we get into anything, I just want to say thank you so much for a little over 200 subscribers. Although that might seem like a little bit to some of you, that is like amazing to me. I only started like 2 months ago. So in theory, we've did 100 subscribers a month. Like, that's amazing, and I want to keep this momentum going. So tell a friend to tell a friend, tell your friends, your family, your grandma, your granddad, your granddad's grandma to subscribe. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Like, subscribe. What are you waiting for? It takes only like a second to hit that subscribe button. So I'm gonna give you some time to hit that subscribe button. I'll wait. Have you done it? Thank you so much, guys. Like, you guys don't even know how much that means to me. Yeah. Now that all that good stuff is out of the way, if you clicked on this video, you already know what it's about. This is the story of when I thought I was going to get arrested. This is not clickbait. This is not exaggeration. Your girl literally thought she was gonna get arrested. Like, I kid you not. So this video dates back maybe my junior year of college, around that time where I was visiting back home, and a friend of mine who had moved for quite some time was back home. I don't know if she had moved back home or she was visiting. Either way, we were at home at the same time, and she hit me up like, hey girl, there's a party and it's free before 11 and we need to be there. And of course I was down, especially when I heard free, because y'all know we like free stuff around here. So it was free before 11 and I was down. The night comes where we need to make this party, and it is about 9:30 to 10:30. I know that's a wide range, but I don't remember exactly what time it was, but I know it was going on 11 soon, so we had to hit the road. I don't recall saying Alexa, cancel. We're looking real cute. We had heels on. I believe I had like a crop top and a skirt, some heels. Like, we're looking real fresh, real ready. Before heading to the party, we had to pick up one of my friends who lived maybe like 5 minutes away from my house. So we go, we pick her up, and we head out, and we're on our way. Not even 3 minutes have passed where we just left my friend's house, and we head down this hill, and there's a stop sign, and we make a right at the stop sign, and we immediately hear cop sirens. When we hear that, it didn't really raise alarm because we didn't see the actual like car. You ever feel like you have a lazy eye? We didn't see the actual car, so it didn't really raise alarm until we heard it again, and this van behind us was following us. So I'm like, okay, I think that is for us. This van was like nothing I ever seen before. Like, I've seen undercover cop cars, and this was nothing familiar. So I was a little spooked, to say the least. We pull over, and out jumps all of these vicious cops, and they're like, put your hands up! Put your hands up! Like, whoa, like, it was intense. I jumped into panic mode. My friend who was driving jumps into panic mode, and my friend in the back who was riding, who we had just picked up, jumps into panic mode. At first we're thinking maybe she just, you know, didn't put her turn signal on. She did something illegal as far as like traffic violations. We weren't thinking what was coming next. They take my friend who was driving out of the car immediately, and they take her like kind of like behind the car. So I'm looking in the rearview mirror, and I noticed that she's rather calm. Like, she kind of knows what's going on, and I'm just like, she done did something wherever she was, and it just caught up to us, and now we're in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I am now an accomplice to whatever crime she had committed. They arrested her, like, they put her in handcuffs, and That's when I really started freaking out. I'm like, okay, your girl was just trying to make it to the party, get in free, have a good night, and here I am pulled over on the side of this busy road, and my friend who is driving us is in handcuffs. So I'm sitting here waiting for whatever to happen next. I don't even know what I was thinking at the time. I just know I was freaking out and I couldn't collect my thoughts, and your girl was tripping. Like, I remained calm, but inside I was freaking out. I remember hearing my friend yell, "Guys, it's okay, just stay in the car." But the cop said otherwise. He's like, "Leave all of your belongings in the car and get out and stand on the sidewalk." So obviously I did what I was told. I left my belongings, I got up, and I got out that car and I stood on the sidewalk. Time goes by and I start like listening in to what my friend is trying to explain to the cops, and it's making sense. So it brought my nerves a little down, so to say, because I realized that kind of it was all a misunderstanding. Like, she didn't kill anybody and we were now accomplices to her murder. It wasn't that intense, but it was intense nonetheless. What I really remember is how aggressive these cops were. Like, they were treating us like we were real life criminals. Like, we just did something horrible. And especially this female cop who was like really aggressive, and she had a really snooty attitude. And my friend, who like naturally talks a little bit louder, she was like, "I don't want to listen to her. How are you her friend? She's speaking way too loud. I don't have time for this." So I'm just thinking like, woosah, sis. We just need to all relax. Like, let her talk. Obviously she's trying to explain what's going on and you are not letting it happen, and your attitude is not helping at all. I slowly but surely come to the realization that the car we had been driving in was reported stolen. Now stick with me. My friend who was driving, her boyfriend's mother's boyfriend had stolen this car. The car was her mother-in-law's car. So he had stolen this car in a different borough or like a different county. So there was a completely different like police precinct, whatever, you know how that goes. Like, in different counties there's different police for that particular county. So he stole the car in that county, and this guy was like wanted for like whatever. He had tons of warrants. Like, he was a menace to society. But he had left the car in like an abandoned lot, and my friend's mother-in-law had found it and she reported it found. These dummies, the cops from the other like borough, forgot to report the car as found. From the outside looking in, we are now driving in a stolen car, and the driver is considered wanted, has all these warrants. Like, he might have been armed and dangerous. I don't know if it was that serious, but it was serious. They treated us as we just committed this crime and we're just flossing in a stolen car, and that was not the case. So my friend's like, "Guys, I can call her. Like, I can call her now and I can let you know what's going on." So they agreed. They let her call her mother-in-law. She called her mother-in-law and she explained to her what had happened. And her mother-in-law is like, "Yeah, like, that's my car. It's under my name." They ran, you know, all the plates and they found her name. She confirmed who she was. But they weren't just gonna like let that happen, because she could have called anyone. So then they proceeded to call the police station, whoever had handled the situation with the stolen car in the first place, and they also had confirmed this is a found car and is in the right possession of the person it is supposed to be in. At this point, they have us on the side of the corner. It's a little chilly. We look like hookers because we're just chilling on the side of the corner with short skirts, crop tops, and heels, surrounded by cops. Like, it just wasn't a good scene, and I was very embarrassed. To be honest, most of all, I was just upset that we had already missed the free before 11. Like, that was the whole point of us riding out. But apparently we were riding dirty. Like, I'm just, it was so annoying. The cops obviously felt a tad bit of remorse. They were making like jokes like, I guess you guys aren't making free before 11, and I'm just like, this isn't really funny because now we gotta go get the money out, and I wasn't ready for that, you know? Then they started trying to spark small talk. They're trying to ask us, you know, are you guys in school? Where are you guys studying? Like, I wasn't here for it. Like, we are not friends now. You now ruined my day. You need to tell me how I can get in free at this point. So they did take down our information. I guess it was protocol, but they apologized. Blah. We weren't hearing it. Like, we were just so over it. They let us go, and we did go on to have a good night. So I am happy about that, but it just goes to show that, oh, and I forgot a major part. This cop tried to add so much fluff to the story. He tried to say that when we went up to our friend's house to pick up the second friend, that a guy got out of the car and we like drove off. So they were trying to figure out who this guy was that was driving the car. They tried to just really make it something that it was not. And in the end, they end up looking stupid, which most of the time happens with these cops nowadays. They like add fluff to the story, and usually it's not true. They were proven wrong in this case, and we did not make it free before 11, but we were able to get in at a discounted price. I'll settle for that under these circumstances. So that concludes this story. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you like this story time. If you like story times in general, this is one I will never forget because it was a scene. Like, it was a thing. Like, this was a whole thing. As always, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. I will have all the links that you need down in the description box below. If you are subscribed and you haven't hit that notification bell yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. You're gonna want to be notified with my upcoming videos. I have some great stuff coming for you. It's getting nice and warm outside, so your girl is feeling nice. I'm feeling like I need to be seen. I live in New York City, so I know the possibilities are endless. Thank you guys so much for coming to this video. I'll see you guys in